I done came up, busting down the whole broke, it's that bad. People.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Falcons going up against the Lions. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the defending NFC champions, the Atlanta Falcons. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. First carry for Amir Abdullah. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. yards left for the offense. It's second down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Stafford on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, Abdullah. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They go back to Abdullah on first. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go back to Riddick. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after
blitz coming, and down he goes. Courtney Upshaw in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. In motion is Austin Hooper. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now it's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again is Ryan. And that is incomplete here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again, Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every now and then I scratch my head when I see the draw play called, especially after a great run the previous play. Keep attacking. Sometimes the draw play develops slowly, and that allows the defense to react.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that. Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25.
Whoosh.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now Ryan on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Ryan on first down. That's complete right around the 8. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Again, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. The 2nd down run for Abdullah. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know it's a cliche, and coaches always talk about it's a team game. We need all 11 to win. But let's face it, Detroit really needs Amir Abdullah to have runs like that all season long.
Missed a lot of time with injuries, especially recently. Now, Theo Riddick wound up leading the Lions in rushing last year with just 357 yards. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. second down. Here's Stafford. This one complete to Theo Renner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this foot. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
That one good for 15 and a first. Ryan will throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On the toss, here's Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Coleman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And he's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. It's Coleman here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's Ryan to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On first down, it's Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Ebron's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from UCLA, Tank McKinley. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. He'll field this at the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And that one results in 35 yards. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. The left side completion to Jones. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Julio back-to-back all-pro seasons. Last year over 1,400 yards, averaged over 100 yards per game, tops in the NFL.
And that's the stat that catches my eye. Over 100 yards per game, and you always hear about defenses saying, we can rotate, we can send people in this direction, we can do things to limit a wide receiver. Yeah.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw again is Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Coleman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. To throw is Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just looked at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Caught right side, Tate. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw is Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down.
Eric Ebron's got skills to spare, They just want the production to equal those, and he needs some good health in order to get that done. Had 61 catches in 2016, battling an ankle.
Yeah, the surprise, though, just one of those 61 hit pay dirt. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Abdullah. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on second down to Stafford. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go with a fullback, Tukuafu, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones, able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Riddick with a carry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This fielded at the 2. Back to the NFL scoreboard for his third quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Ryan on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Ryan on first down. And it's caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and he curls back inside for the completion.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Stafford looks to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Reddick. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
A big-time play there for the Falcons. 41 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now it's Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Coleman. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Hey, let's go. 20, 20.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Play clock winding down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal.
This has not been a banner game for the defense, not in any shape or form, but I love what they're doing right now. My admiration for them really is jumping up. What a great stand defensively, trying their best to keep them out of the end zone.
Here's Ryan, buying time to his left. He may try and run for, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Falcons add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It only took Stafford 90 games to hit 25,000 yards in his career, fastest ever, and he adds to that yardage total there.
I'm not sure anyone in the league has a more confident arm than Matthew Stafford does. he can wait until they're actually open before delivering, as opposed to anticipating them being open because of the strength of his arm, and he doesn't mind showing it off.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here come the Lions now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now it's Stafford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Paul Warlow coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Coleman. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.